Hello and welcome everyone. I hope you all are fit and fine. Today we will continue with the same chapter, which is chapter number 6, staffing. Students, in our previous class, I explained you about the components, elements or aspects of staffing. Okay, we have seen that staffing has three elements: recruitment, selection and training and development. In our previous class, I explained you about recruitment, what are the sources of recruitment, and now in today's class I'll explain you about advantages and disadvantages of recruitment process. Students, as I told you that recruitment is a part of staffing. Okay, recruitment is a process in which the manager invites the applicants to apply for the vacant job position in the organization. Okay, now in recruitment there were two sources. Sorry, there are two sources: internal sources and external sources. Now I told you that internal sources means to recruit the person from within the organization, okay, from inside the organization, and external sources means to recruit the person from outside the organization, that is external source of recruitment. Now we will see what are the advantages and disadvantages of internal source of recruitment. Okay, see, advantages of internal source of recruitment. The first point is employees are motivated to improve their performance. Now internal source of recruitment means the performance of existing employees, the employees who are already working in the organization, they get motivated. Why? Because as I told you students, when a person gets promotion, okay, promotion, if a person gets promotion, he goes to a higher position, okay, then prestige will increase, his pay will increase, his responsibility is going to increase, so definitely he will get motivated to do the work in a better way. So internal recruitment does what? Internal recruitment motivates the existing employees to perform much better in future. That is why it is written as employees are motivated to improve their performance. Okay, by the method of promotion, the employees get motivated and they feel that they are in much better position now and they should do something good for the company, and then they start to work more harder. Right, now next is number 2. Internal recruitment also simplifies the process of selection and placement. See, there is no complication, the employees are there in the organization. Okay, here we are not talking about the external source of recruitment. यहाँ पे हम किस चीज़ की बात कर रहे हैं? We are recruiting the person from within the organization who are already working in the organization. So we are not required to do all that complex procedure of selection and placing them, induction program, all those things are not required because those employees are already selected. Okay, they know everything about the organization, so the process is very simple. They get promotion or they get transferred and they start their work right then. Okay, so there is no complicated procedure. Okay, it is a very simple procedure. Generally they get transferred or they get promotion. Right, now the next is third point: no wastage of time on the employees training and development. That's very correct, no wastage of time. Students, when a new employee comes to an organization, then definitely the organization provides him training and development program. Now here we are talking about internal source of recruitment, means we are recruiting the people or we are recruiting the employees from our own organization. Okay, so there is no need to give them training and development program again, right? Because they already know and they have knowledge about their work. Now the fourth is filling of jobs internally is cheaper. Students, filling of jobs internally is cheaper. Why is it said that the procedure which the manager follows to recruit the people, means starting from calling for the applications, means the manager asks for the application and then the selection procedure, then the training program, the induction program, orientation program. So all those procedure of selecting an employee generally cost very high. Okay, employees have to carry out a very complex and a very lengthy procedure to select the employees from outside, and for that generally all that steps bears cost. Okay, and if the employee is selected within the organization, then definitely that process is cheaper, because there is no training and development procedure, there is no complex procedure of selection, placement, etc. Okay, no such procedure is there, right? So this procedure is very simple when we recruit the people from within the organization, means existing employees, right? Now, the internal source of recruitment has some, like, has many many disadvantages also along with the advantages. Let us see. So, so the first point is the scope for induction of fresh talent is reduced. Now students, here we are talking about internal source of recruitment. It means that we are recruiting the employees from within the organization who are our existing employees. Okay, among them only we are doing the recruitment. Okay, now we are not recruiting the person from outside. Okay, we are not recruiting the person from outside. So if we recruit the person from inside only, then no fresh talent will come in our organization, no fresh ideas or innovative ideas will come in our organization. Okay, generally the freshers have very fresh and new and innovative ideas, right? So this is a great limitation for the company, because like the old employees have the practice to do the work in their own way, like whatever they used to do it in, like previously, they will continue to do it in the same way, they will not bring something new. Okay, so generally the new employee have the fresh talents. Okay, so that thing will be reduced. Okay, because here they are recruiting the person from within the organization. Okay, they are not recruiting the person from outside the organization, they are not recruiting some freshers or fresh talents. So no fresh talent will be there, no fresh and new ideas will come in the organization, right? Now the next is the employee may become lethargic, very lazy, because he is like habitual to do the same old thing. Okay, nothing new is there, so he will not feel that active and he will not feel that like to do something very what willingly, actively. He will become lethargic because will he will tend to do what he used to do previously, right? Now the next point is the spirit of competition among the employees may be hampered. Exactly, the spirit of competition among the employees may be hampered. Now whenever a new employees come to an organization, there is a spirit of competition among each other, who is going to perform better, how they are going to fulfill their targets, how they are going to achieve their objectives. So in this case generally the competition among the employees will be hampered. Okay, the competition against the existing employees, okay, will be hampered, will not go as smooth, right? Now, the last is frequent transfers of employees may often reduce the productivity of the organization. Now, student, what does these what does this point means is, generally we have seen that the in the organization the people are recruited from in internal source of recruitment, generally the manager recruits the people from inside the organization, right, in the form of transfer and promotion. Okay, in case of promotion, like it is a positive aspect, the person will feel very happy that he get promoted. But in case of transfer, okay, like shifting the person from one place to another, or from one position to another position, or from one department to another department, in all these cases the productivity of the employee will reduce. Okay, the productivity of employee will reduce. Why? See, it's a very common thing. Okay, a person who is habitual to do a particular thing, okay, repeatedly, like for example, एम्प्लॉयज़ आर हैबिचुअल, मतलब वो एक ही काम को कितने सालों से करते आ रहे हैं, ओके तो वो उस चीज़ में क्या हो जाते हैं, स्पेशलाइज्ड हो जाते हैं, दे आर स्पेशलाइज्ड इन दैट वर्क, ओके दे कैन डू दैट वर्क very nicely. But if the manager keep on shifting them from one place to another, from one department to another, then इट मे हैपन कि वो अच्छे से काम ना कर पाएँ, उनको पूरी तरह से उस चीज़ के बारे में नॉलेज ही नहीं होगी, या तो अपना वो बेस्ट नहीं दे पा रहे होंगे, मेनी प्रॉब्लम्स आर देयर, ओके सो कंटिन्यूसली और फ्रीक्वेंट ट्रांसफ़र ऑफ द एम्प्लॉय may reduce the productivity of organization. Productivity of organization will be reduced because here due to transfer procedure the employees are not able to work that effectively, right? Now this is all about internal source of recruitment, okay we have studied the first source of recruitment, that is internal source of recruitment. We have seen the meaning of it and advantages and disadvantages, right? Now we will move to the next source of recruitment, which is external source of recruitment, right? Let us start now. External source of recruitment. See the explanation. When the candidates from outside the organization are invited to fill the vacant job position, then it is known as external recruitment. Very correct. I repeated this thing multiple times, okay? When the candidates from outside the organization, in previous point we studied that the employees were recruited from within the organization, but here we are talking about external, bahar, okay outside, external source of recruitment in which the employees are recruited, in which employees are appointed from outside the organization. They are invited to fill the vacant job position. This procedure or this source of recruitment is known as external recruitment. It's very clear. Now there are different methods of external recruitment, like we studied in internal sources. There are two methods. किस तरह से वो recruit कर सकते हैं internally, transfer and through promotion, okay? Now externally, how the organization can recruit people, there are different methods of external recruitment, okay? Let us see it one by one. Now for all these methods of external source of recruitment, you can use this acronym to study, that is DCC WIP, okay, DCC WIP, or you can memorize this by using the acronym. Doubt clearance class ले लेंगे तो रोना नहीं पड़ेगा, okay? WIP means weeping, to cry, to weep, okay, that is why it is written, rona nahi padega, okay? So these are the initials of all these methods. You can use this acronym to memorize all these points, right? Let us begin with the first one, that is campus recruitment. Now students, see the explanation. Colleges and Institute of Management and Technology have become a popular source of recruitment for technical, professional and managerial jobs. Many big organizations maintain a close link with them to recruit qualified personnel for various jobs. Now, you might have heard about campus recruitment, right? In colleges or in institutes of management, okay, management and technology, like for example, like engineering student get campus placement, right? In the same way, many colleges, many institutes does what, they maintain, like the organization, okay, the organization, those who want to recruit the people. What is this process, campus recruitment? The organization, those who want to recruit the people, the organization, it maintains a close link with the qualified personnel for various job position, means they are in link with the college, and from that college they take or recruit the person, okay? This is what campus recruitment is all about, okay? They go to colleges or some institution, and from that they recruit the students, okay, the final year students, okay, so that they can later apply to the job after completing their studies, okay? This form is known as campus recruitment, okay? Now coming to the next point, that is management consultants and placement agencies. Read the explanation. Management consultants help the organization to recruit technical, professional, and managerial personnel. Now, there are many consultancy firms, there are many agencies. Okay, these are a type of organizations only. Okay, now what is their work? See, placement agencies or management consultant, generally these are the one who provide the service for supplying the workforce. Okay, now if the organization want to recruit some people, अगर organization को employees की ज़रूरत है, ही लाइक इफ़ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन हैज़ वेकेंट जॉब पोजीशन, अगर उनके पास कोई एक खाली पोस्ट है और उस पोस्ट को फिलअप करने के लिए अगर उनको किसी एम्प्लॉयज़ की ज़रूरत पड़ रही है, तो वो डायरेक्टली कहाँ कंसल्ट करेंगे? किसी कंसल्टेंसी फर्म में या फिर प्लेसमेंट एजेंसीज में. ठीक है, दे विल कंसल्ट द प्लेसमेंट एजेंसीज और दे विल कंसल्ट द other management consultant firm. And these agency, what is the work of these agency? These agencies invite the biodata of various जॉब सीकर्स, मतलब जो भी लोगों को जॉब्स चाहिए. ओके, जो भी लोगों को जॉब चाहिए वो क्या करते हैं? उनके डेटास को कलेक्ट करके रखते हैं. ओके, तो सारे लोग जो भी जिनको भी जॉब चाहिए होता है वो सारे अपने डेटास को प्लेसमेंट एजेंसीज के पास या फिर कंसल्टेंसीज फर्म के पास सेंड करते हैं. एंड दीज फर्म्स और agencies actually collect all the data of the job seekers. Okay, now these agency do what? Now these agency charge fees for providing such service. अगर organization को employees चाहिए तो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कहाँ जाएगी? कंसल्टेंसी फर्म के पास जाएगी या फिर प्लेसमेंट एजेंसीज के पास जाएगी. उनको जाके वो डिटेल्स बताएंगे कि हमारे ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में ये जॉब पोजीशन XYZ जॉब पोजीशन खाली है और उसके लिए हमें एक एलिजिबल कैंडिडेट चाहिए. तो तब जाकर प्लेसमेंट एजेंसीज सारे बायोडाटा में से या फिर वो न्यू डेटा मंगवाएगी या फिर ओल्ड बायोडाटा में से देखेगी कि ऐसा कौन सा एलिजिबल कैंडिडेट उनके पास है जो कि उस जॉब के लिए फिट हो जाएगा. एंड देन द प्लेसमेंट एजेंसी विल गिव देम और गिव द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन. तब प्लेसमेंट एजेंसी क्या करेंगे? वो सारे कैंडिडेट्स जो उस पोस्ट के लिए एलिजिबल हैं उन सारे कैंडिडेट्स के डिटेल्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को प्रोवाइड कर देंगे. बट ये काम वो फ्री में नहीं करते, दे विल चार्ज फीस for providing such service. Okay, so this is the work of management consultants and placement agencies. Coming to the next, employment exchanges. Read the explanation. Employment exchanges run by the government help to match personnel demand and supply by serving as a link between job seekers and employers. It is suitable for unskilled and skilled operative jobs. See students, लगभग ये एक जैसा ही काम करते हैं. Okay, employment exchanges are run by the government. Okay, these are the type of the firm which are run by the government. Okay, what do they do? Employment exchanges का काम क्या होता है? To help to match the personnel demand and supply by serving a link between job seekers and employers. Okay, जैसे मैंने यहाँ पे बताया सेकेंड पॉइंट में कि इनका काम क्या होता है? To gather the biodata, and whenever the organization need the biodata of the people, they give the organization all the details about the candidate. In the same way, employment exchanges also do the same. Okay, now employment exchange, okay, this is suitable for unskilled and skilled operative job. चाहे unskilled हो, चाहे laborers etc, जो low skilled job होते हैं उनके लिए हो, चाहे वो skilled job के लिए हो. Okay, so here what is the work of employment exchange? It is the government employment exchange. Okay, so they are the मिडल मैन. ओके, मतलब जॉब सीकर्स मतलब जो नॉर्मली पर्सन है जिनको जॉब चाहिए, एंड द एम्प्लॉयर्स मीन्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में. ओके, द एम्प्लॉयर्स हु विल गिव द जॉब. ओके, तो जनरली इन दोनों के बीच में दीज आर द मिडल मैन. ओके, ये हेल्प करते हैं दोनों को. ओके, ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को उनके लिए कैंडिडेट चाहिए और नॉर्मल पर्सन को उनको जॉब चाहिए. तो इनके पास सारे डेटाज मेंटेन रहते हैं और वो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को हेल्प करते हैं टू चूज अ राइट कैंडिडेट फॉर द जॉब. ओके, नाउ द जॉब सीकर्स लीव देयर बायोडेटा. ओके, विद देयर क्वालिफिकेशन. तो जॉब सीकर्स का काम क्या है? जिनको जॉब चाहिए वो अपने बायोडेटा सारे, द क्वालिफिकेशन विद ऑल एवरीथिंग, दे लीव ऑल द डेटा विद द एम्प्लॉयमेंट एक्सचेंज. उनके सारे डेटा एम्प्लॉयमेंट एक्सचेंज वालों के पास रहते हैं. और जब भी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को किसी अच्छे कैंडिडेट की ज़रूरत पड़ती है अपने वेकेंट जॉब को फिल करने के लिए, देन दे कॉन्टैक्ट द एम्प्लॉयमेंट exchanges. Okay, they contact the employment exchanges, and when the organization contact the employment exchanges, when they approach the employment exchanges, the suitable candidate, okay, the suitable candidate according to the job position are then sent to the organization, right? समझ में आया? Now coming to the next point, advertisements, very simple, newspaper, journals and television. See the explanation. Most of the senior positions of industry and commerce are filled by this method. Advertisement in newspaper or trade journals is generally used when a wider choice is required. When the manager want a wider choice, मतलब restricted नहीं, मतलब वो एक wider choice चाहता है. Okay, so generally he will give advertisement in newspaper. Okay, newspaper हर कोई पढ़ता है. It is a means of mass communication. Okay, everybody reads newspaper. Okay, so when he wants to give information in mass, okay, बड़े आकार पे अगर उसको कुछ करना है या फिर उनको बहुत वाइडर चॉइस चाहिए, बहुत लोगों तक उनके इन्फॉर्मेशन को पहुंचाना है, then they will choose the advertisement. Okay, they will give advertising. Like for example, I'll say for the job of an accountant, okay, for the job of an accountant they will give advertisement. Okay, so in this way they can give many advertisement related, like in the local newspaper also they can give advertisement, in the regional newspaper also they can give the like एडवर्टीजमेंट. ओके, जैसे नॉर्मल जो छोटे मोटे जॉब हैं तो वो इन सब में न्यूज़पेपर में उनके ऐड दे सकती हैं. एंड व्हेन दे वांट द हाई स्किल्ड जॉब, मींस हाई रैंक जॉब, मतलब बहुत अच्छे प्रोफेशनल जॉब के लिए अगर एड्स देने हैं, देन दे विल चूज सम लाइक good newspaper, national level reputed newspaper like Hindustan Times or Times of India. They will not choose local newspaper. Okay, जब उनको locally अगर कोई job चाहिए, okay, then they will go for local newspaper. अगर उनको एक high range या high qualified job चाहिए, then they can approach to a good newspaper. Okay, so in this way a company, the organization can select how they want to advertise for the job position. Now coming to the next, direct recruitment. It's very easy. See the explanation. A notice is placed on the notice board of the enterprise specifying the details of the jobs available. Job seekers assemble outside the premises of the organization on the specified date and selection is done on the spot. Direct recruitment. By the word itself you can identify direct. Sometimes what happens, students, sometimes the organization pastes a notice at the gate, okay, at the gate of their office, okay, or the factory or wherever, if it is an organization or factory or workshop, wherever, okay, the organization pastes a notice, okay, outside at their gate. Now the people who are interested in those jobs directly walk in for the इंटरव्यू. मतलब जो भी वो नोटिस पढ़ता है, अगर उनको लगता है कि येस दे आर एलिजिबल फॉर दैट जॉब एंड दोज आर इंटरेस्टेड, ओके, टू गो फॉर दैट जॉब, दे डायरेक्टली वॉक इन फॉर इंटरव्यू. ओके, तो ये मेथड कैसे रहता है? डायरेक्टली उनको नोटिस मिलती है, दे सी द नोटिस, दे अप्लाई फॉर, लाइक दे कम टू द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, दे विजिट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन प्रेमाइसिस, मीन्स दे कम एंड विजिट द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जिस भी दिन में उनको बुलाया गया है एट अ स्पेसिफाइड डेट, एंड देन द सिलेक्शन इज done on the spot by taking the interview. This is the method of direct recruitment. यहाँ पे कहीं भी कोई भी आ सकता है जो भी eligible हो. Now coming to the next, that is labor contractors. Read the explanation along with me. Labor contractors who are themselves employees of the organization maintain close contacts with laborers, okay. On payment of commission they can provide the required number of unskilled workers at short notice. Now labor contractors are the one who are themselves the employees of the organization. labor contractors कौन है? जो already उस organization में काम कर रहे हैं, okay. Now what they do, if the organization needs some more laborers or for laborers for some other work, okay, अगर उनको ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को और लेबर्स ज़रूरत पड़ते हैं या फिर किसी काम के लिए उनको कोई पर्सन चाहिए, then they will contact these labor contractors, those who are already, like those who are already working in the organization, okay. So what does the organization do? Organization give them the commission. उनको organization क्या देती है? Commission देती है, okay. They give them the commission and the labor contractors then provide the required number of unskilled workers at the short notice. Okay, तो यहाँ पे labor contractors कौन है? The laborers who are already working in the organization, they are known as the labor contractors. What is the work of labor contractors? They are the one who actually provide the information to the organization about the different person. Okay, तो यहाँ पे organization को अगर कभी भी किसी भी vacant job position को fulfill करने के लिए if they need anybody, okay, if they need some person, whether they laborers और कोई person चाहिए उनको किसी work के लिए, then they will go to labor contractor, they will ask them to find some workers for them. Then the labor contractors will find the workers and will give all the details to the organization. Okay, and in return what they will take commission. Okay, organization को उन्हें commission देना पड़ता है, right? So this is the work of labor contractors, right? Now the next is casual callers. Read the explanation. A company gets applications on and off even without declaring any vacancy. However, as and when the vacancy arises, the company makes use of such applications. Generally sometime happens कि एक organization में, okay, they don't have vacant job position, उनके पास खाली job positions नहीं होते हैं, okay, but then also they get calls from the द जॉब सीकर्स, मतलब जिनको जॉब चाहिए वो तो कॉल करेंगे ही, तो उनके पास एप्लीकेशंस जमा होते जाते हैं, उनके पास रेज्यूमे जमा होते जाते हैं पीपल के. ओके, सो the casual callers, okay, the casual callers are the one who actually collect all the information. Okay, even if there is no vacant job position, okay, means generally in the large organization, okay, what does the large organization do? A company gets application on and off, means always a company gets application from the people, they get resume of the people. Okay, even if they do not have the vacancy in the company, they get the application, right? Now in that case what they do is they collect all the applications. Okay, they collect all the resume and they maintain a application file जिसमें वो सारे pending applications और सारे details रखे होते हैं at the reception. Okay, now when in the coming year if the organization needs new employees, then they can if the organization need new employees, then the application is, then all these applications are then considered. Okay, whenever there is a job vacancy, if there is a job vacancy in the organization, then the suitable candidate, मतलब जितना भी वो application है उसमें से जो best candidate उनको लगेगा कि हाँ वो इस job के लिए सही है, then they will take out that application and they will call the applicant. ठीक है, वो अपने applicant को call करेंगे कि आइए और हमारे organization में interview दीजिए, right? So this is the method of casual callers. Now coming to the next, recommendations of employees. This is very clear. Recommendations जो चलते हैं. Okay, see the explanation. Many firms encourage their employees to recommend the name of their relatives and friends for employment. Such applicants are likely to be good employees because their background is sufficiently known. Now in many organizations you will see that recommendation powers work. How? Now if a vacant position is there, suppose a vacancy is there in the organization, okay, so the manager or the organization will ask the existing employees to recommend some name of their relatives who they know, okay, who is capable to do the job or who is eligible for that job. They will ask the names. And why they consider this recommendation, because they know that the existing employees, the one who is working in the organization, okay, they know everything about them. जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन में जो एम्प्लॉयज़ काम कर रहे हैं उनके बारे में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन को तो सारी डिटेल्स पता है, द गुड पॉइंट, द बैड पॉइंट, एवरीथिंग, तो उनका बैकग्राउंड वो जानते हैं. तो उन्हें लगता है कि अगर वहाँ से अगर वो रिकमेंड कर रहे हैं और अगर कोई पर्सन वो रिक्रूट करेंगे थ्रू रिकमेंडेशंस, ओके, सो डेफिनेटली वो भी अच्छा ही होगा, क्योंकि उसके थ्रू से जो पर्सन आया है, जिनके थ्रू से हमें वो बात पता चली है, उनके बारे में, उनके बैकग्राउंड के बारे में ऑर्गेनाइजेशन पहले से जानते हैं. ओके, for example, I'll tell you, in an organization there is a accountant who is already the employee of the organization. Now a new vacancy has been put in the organization, एक नया vacancy आया है, new vacancy is there in the organization. In that case, the organization which will ask the accountant to suggest the name of his friends or relatives or somebody he knew that is capable for the job, and then he will suggest or recommend the name of the employees. Okay, now the manager can trust him. Why? Because he know his existing employees background and all his details. Okay, right. Now this is what about recommendation of employees is. Now the last is web publishing. Read the explanation. Internet is becoming a common source of recruitment. There are certain websites specifically designed for the purpose of providing information about job seekers and job providers. Example, naukri.com, www.jobstreet.com, etc. See student, web publishing is what? Through internet. Okay, finding the information through internet. See, in internet there are various websites, like you can see naukri.com, job street. There are various websites, okay, which provides the information about job seekers. Generally what are these websites? अगर मुझे जॉब चाहिए तो मैं इस वेबसाइट में जाऊंगी, naukri.com में जाऊंगी, एंड मैं अपने डिटेल्स को फुलफिल करूंगी, मतलब वहाँ पे मेरे सारे डिटेल्स को मैं अपडेट करूंगी. आई गो टू naukri.com, I'll create an account, okay, I'll log in through my Google, I'll create an account, and in that I will fill all the details. Okay, I'll put my choice of job जहाँ पे मैं कंफर्टेबल हूँ या जिसके लिए मैं एलिजिबल हूँ अकॉर्डिंग टू माई क्वालिफिकेशन, एंड आई विल पुट ऑल माई डिटेल्स. ओके, ऑल माई एजुकेशनल डिटेल्स, माई एक्सपीरियंस डिटेल्स, एवरीथिंग विल बी अपडेटेड there. Okay, now in this, what happened in internet, there are certain website, as I told you. Okay, now specifically these are designed to what? To provide the information. Okay, so यहाँ पे जिसे भी इंफॉर्मेशन चाहिए, सॉरी जिसे भी जॉब चाहिए, वो जाके अपने आप को रजिस्टर कर सकते हैं, वहाँ पे अपने डिटेल्स को अपडेट कर सकते हैं. नाउ if a company wants any employee, then they will visit this employee, okay, and they can contact the person. Okay, so in this way web publishing is also an external source of recruitment, right? So here there are different methods of recruiting the people from outside the organization. The company can go for campus recruitment, the company can go for management consultant, company can go to management consultant firms, employment exchanges can give advertisements. Okay, many thing a company can do. Okay, many thing a company can do to recruit the person from outside the organization. Okay, so here we have studied the external source of recruitment, we have seen the meaning of it, and plus there are different methods of external source of recruitment, means how to recruit the people from outside the organization, what through what all methods. Okay, we have seen all the methods. So that's it for today. We will continue the further topics in our next class. Till then, thank you.